It's a new series. I don't have a name for it yet, but it's where I asked ChatGPT for 5 vehicles and we're gonna race them. So this is the first episode. I've asked them to choose 5 cars. They did give me a list right here, but I didn't have the 488 GTB. I had a 488 Pista, which I think they're different cars, so I had them re-choose again. So we have a Lamborghini Huracan from Italy, I guess. They're trying to go for different regions of the world. A Toyota Supra A90, so the newer version of the Supra. A Mustang GT, I have like 5 of those, so I'm going to have to spin a roulette and see which one it is. A Bugatti Chiron, and an M4 Competition. So, I think I have like 5 Mustangs. We're gonna shuffle. Okay, well, we don't need that. And spin. So which Mustang are gonna enter into the supercar show, or in the drag race competition, I guess? Okay, 3. I think it's gonna be on 3. Stop, you bitch! Come on! Oh, it's gonna be 1! Oh, it's the first Mustang. Are you gonna stop? Thank you. So you see, it's the first one. So let's go ahead and get these 5 vehicles and round them up. Alright, so we've got the Lamborghini Huracan. I had a Performante, but ChatGPT did not choose the Performante. They chose the standard one. But this one, regardless, had a Liberty Walk wide body kit on it. So, yeah. It made 1,200 horsepower, so... And it's all-wheel drive. With the Liberty Walk, I'm expecting this thing to be pretty dang fast. Here. Okay, let's choose the Lamborghini Huracan. Yes. There she is in all of its glory. I actually love this two-tone, like, kind of matte chameleon looking paint job. I mean, at least it is for me. I think it kind of is like bluish purple. To me, it might be just matte blue for some other people, but to me it's like bluish purple matte, which I really, really like. And I'm so happy ChatGPT chose this because the Huracan Performante is just straight blue. Oh my god, how did this Celine get a better launch than me? Oh, goodbye everybody. Oh, I think a couple players are coming back. Come on. Oh no. What is that green car? I have no idea what color that green car was. 14,732. I don't know how good that is. I think it was a Noble M600. But that is a Lamborghini Huracan. 14.732. That's pretty dang good for a Lamborghini. I think it's good at least. But let's go on to the next vehicle. So the next vehicle ChatGPT chose was the Supra A90. Now I had 3 of them, and I spun the wheel off camera. I didn't capture the wheel, unfortunately. But it chose the second Supra, which is this one. It makes 826 horsepower and 629 foot-pounds of torque, or something like that. I had one that made like 1,400 horsepower, one that's 826 with horsepower with 829 foot-pounds of torque, which is this one, and another one that's only 827. So the second and third place ones were very, very similar, but the wheel ultimately decided on this one, on racing tires, which it's going to be quite interesting to see how it handles, because it's 800 horsepower and it's on race tires, not semi-slicks, which is going to be quite kind of interesting here But like, I do love the red stripe that the racing tire adds. It matches the brake calipers super well and the taillights. I should add a little bit of a ducktail to it or like a little bit of a spoiler to it, but I think this is gonna do for now. It looks pretty good. I'm supposed to just race the cars as is. I cannot do any modifications. I cannot add any performance. I can't do any of that. I just have to race the cars as is. So there is that. But we got the Supra. I don't think it's going to be faster than 14 seconds. I don't think it's Lamborghini level. It's not. It doesn't have the Lamborghini power. It's 300 horsepower shorter. And it's rear wheel drive. Yep. Just about what I expected. But we're pulling back though. We just blew by the Lotus like it was nothing. We just blew by the Lotus like it was standing still. This fucking car is insane. Oh shit! I've completely underestimated Toyota Supras. What was it? 17, yeah. Not nearly as good, but it's still pretty impressive for a Supra. Let's move on to the next vehicle. Alright, so we got this car here. It is the first Mustang, like the wheel said. It's a Mustang GT Premium. It's got a 7.7 liter V12 twin turbo making 1300 horsepower and 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. In a rear-wheel drive car, I am kind of scared. This is not going to end well for me. So let's go get this marathon race started. I am not excited for this. We are about to get killed. This is also a Mustang. It's not gonna only kill us, it's gonna kill a bunch of other people in the crowd. This car is known as the crowd killer. And when you give it 1300 horsepower, it is more of a crowd killer. More like the city killer. So I thought the city's population in one day. In one event. And that 5-0 badge is lying because it's not a 7-7. Oh man, I am going to be spinning the entire way down this strip. I am spinning the entire way down the strip. Called it. Called it. I called it. I'm still spinning. I'm still spinning. I'm still spinning. I'm still fucking spinning. Oh! I just shot past everybody! If this thing gets the grip, it will launch, but that initial launch is brutal. It is fatal. 17.9, it did worse than a Supra! With like 2/3 of its power! But let's move on to the next vehicle. Alright, so the next vehicle, which you'll see in a second, is the Bugatti Chiron. Oh, it's raining. Great. This thing makes 1479 horsepower and a decent amount of torque, I would say. 1180 foot-pounds of torque. Obviously got that famous 8-liter W16 quad-turbo engine, now making 1400, almost 1500 horsepower. All-wheel drive, so I am expecting quite a bit from this Bugatti. It's also a hypercar, so I'm expecting a lot from it. I'm expecting it to do well. Like, straight up. Like, I expect the thing to do, like, maybe a 13. I'm expecting this thing to do, like, a 13, maybe 14 second drag race. Like, that's literally what I'm expecting out of this car. But what we'll have to see how this thing does. Oh, we're racing with Veyron and a P1. How did the P1 get a better launch than me? I'm in an all-wheel drive Bugatti. He's in a rear-wheel drive P1, dude. Bugatti is quick though. No one's catching him. I do not know why this shanked the car all the way to the... Oh, 15.5, dude. This Bugatti's slow. Oh my god. I was not expecting that kind of speed from the Bugatti, but let's move on to the last vehicle in our lineup. Okay guys, we are on the last vehicle, the M4 Compilation. It's got a wide body kit on it. It's got 12, almost 1300 horsepower. Rear wheel drive. I am not excited about this. Be doing this in the rain, especially. Oh my god, dude, we're about to get mid. Let's go. But yeah, this car looks pretty good. Jake Schneider's BMW when it has a wide body kit. This is literally Jake Schneider's BMW if it had a wide body kit. Like, this is bang for bang. The spoiler may be a little bit inaccurate, but Jake Schneider, come on. This is literally your car if you put the Liberty Wall kit on it. I ain't even finna lie. Although your car didn't have 1270 horsepower. That is a little outrageous, but we'll see how this thing does. We got a C63, excuse me. Oh my god, how do they launch all so well? Holy shit. I'm spinning! I'm fucking spinning! Get your ass back here! Get the fuck back here! Get over here! Bye, bitch! God damn. Oh, 17. Oh yeah, the wheel spin in the beginning killed us. So I think the fastest car today actually was the first car, the Lamborghini Huracan, with 14,347. I think that is actually pretty mental. But welcome to episode 2 of the drag race competition in Forza. The first car we have up today is the McLaren 720S. ChatGPT Cheeto the 720S, but I have the 720S Spider here, which has an actual roof with an animation. Usually cars with floating roofs don't have an animation, but this one does. So that's nice. I think we're gonna leave the roof up for our drag race. This is a high revving V8. Jesus Christ. What the hell is this? Oh, the Valhalla. Alright, we'll get the McLaren 720S on the road here. This thing looks really, really nice, I'm not gonna lie. This thing looks really sexy. Look at this beauty. The carbon fiber side skirts too. I'll kill someone to have this car in real life, dude. Let's see. I also have this thing on lowering springs, so it should be a little more aerodynamic. Oh my god, I just got spanked by all the cars here. Get your fucking ass back here. Bye, motherfuckers. This is what McLaren does best, catch up. We just crossed the line at 200 miles a stinking hour. 1642. Yeah, 442. I was expecting McLaren to do a tiny bit better than that. But, yeah, let's go on to the next vehicle. Alright, so the next vehicle is the Mazda RX-7 FD. Now, I have two Mazda RX-7s. One is the FD, which you're looking at right now, and the other one is a Spirit of America, I think. It's like a Spirit of something. Oh, this one is not an FD. But it's pretty much the same thing. The other one is a Spirit R-Type A, so I don't really think that counts. I think just the plain RX-7 counts a little bit better. to what ChatGPT gave us. Oh wow, this thing spins tires. I am not ready for this. But this thing has the 4-rotor rotary engine. So this thing is going to be making tons of power. But yeah, this thing's got the Liberty Walk wide body kit. It's got like this Injuku Racing, whatever the hell it's called, the wing. And yeah, the body kit's from Liberty Walk. And yeah, I just love how the way it looks and sits. I'm just scared of how badly we're gonna shred the tires when we launch. That's the main issue I have with this. Alright, let's see here. We got a Mitsubishi Eclipse and an A86. Yep, shredding tires. What I thought was, oh, it's hooking and gripping now. This thing didn't accelerate like I thought it was going to accelerate. But I guess it's fine for a little RX-7. That is pretty dang fast. 18, yeah, I kind of expected this from this car. I wasn't expecting it to be a drag demon. This thing's meant to be drifted around corners on the street. This is meant to be taken on the track and drifted along track. That's what it's meant for, not straight line speed. So let's move on to the next vehicle. Next up, we got the Corvette Z07 here. Makes 1,000 horsepower, rear-wheel drive. I know I'm not supposed to change them, but I'm not modifying them in power. I'm modifying their tires. So that should be fine. But yeah. Are your suspension upgraded? No, you're not. We're gonna lower you real quick. That's all I'm upgrading. Tires, tire width, everything in here. We're gonna keep the stock rims though. And that's all we're buying. 1,000 horses. Let's get this shitty alignment out the window and do this. 247. This thing does 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds, which is pretty dang good for a Corvette. Rear-wheel drive, high amounts of horsepower. I mean, I expect it. It's probably gonna spin through 60 miles an hour, so that's something that I expect from vehicles like this. There's that throaty V8 there. We just spun the whole way. We legit just spun the entire way down the straight. But let's see how this thing does. It's got the rear wing, the upgraded tires. We should be good to go. This thing should perform pretty decently. I'm still expecting it to spin like hell because it's a 7-liter supercharged V8 screaming at 1,000 horses. This thing's gonna make power, and this thing is going to spin. But let's go ahead and see. Well, racing an ATS-V. I was about to say who's gonna bet that they're gonna launch better than me, but we already launched. Oh, bye, bitch! See you the fuck later, motherfuckers! Adios, bitch! 17,145. Honestly, I will take that. But let's move on to the next vehicle. The fourth car for today is the Nissan 370Z Nismo. And I have it right here. This thing makes 1,200 horsepower and drives the rear wheels only. So I'm kind of afraid of this one as well. But let's go ahead and see how she does not in a marathon, but in the drag race here. This should be quite an interesting race because, well, it's a highly tuned GTR on semi-slicks. It has a Nismo front bumper. It's got the Nismo rear bumper, Nismo spoiler, and everything. But it has like 1,200 horsepower, so I don't know if it's just going to spin tires. But yeah. I'm quite excited. It's a completely matte black. It's completely blacked out Nissan GTR Nismo. Or not GTR Nismo. The 370Z Nismo. So this thing is pretty insane. There's no red accents, no nothing. They're just black. It is straight black. So this should be interesting. Yep, you can see the Nismo badge on the back in the back of it too. Come on. Don't hit him. Oh, we're reeling him back. Get your ass back here, bitch. I'm blowing by you. Wow, this thing is a demon. Once it hooked and booked, it is gone. 17. Wow. I think the best is what? A 16, I think, today? I don't know what car that was. What was the car that set the 616? Tell me in the comments below, because I don't remember. But now the next vehicle, I think, is the last vehicle. I'll be right back with it. Alright, so the last vehicle is the Audi RS5. This one obviously isn't stock. It makes 961 horsepower. So not as much as the other ones. But it has all-wheel drive, so grip is not going to be an issue here. But let's go ahead and see what we can do to this car. But yeah, this looks like any street build. This literally looks like a street build. But once you pop the hood, yeah, all them ponies are gonna be showing. I hope we can show that in this drag race. Yeah, this car looks really, really nice too. It's on stock brakes, so don't blame me if it can't stop. But like, yeah, I'm expecting to be the first one to launch off the line. I mean, it's not GTR all-wheel drive launch at all, but it does have quattro all-wheel drive, so yeah, launch it, baby. Oh shit, they're coming now. Oh no, never mind. It's dropping back. We were like literally going at the same speed as the yellow car. This is the Mercedes-Benz 16497. I think this is one of the fastest cars I've ever tested today. I think the other one was a 167. What up, guys? Welcome back to the fourth, I think, episode of the Forza drag race, where we drag race every single one of my cars. In this episode, I've got the first vehicle, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. Had a 6.2 liter supercharged V8, but now has a 7 liter Helifin V8 making 1,035 horses. Obviously rear wheel drive. Oh my god, I gotta change this fucking alignment, dude. This alignment is disgusting. There we go. There's the alignment. It does pretty good damn burnouts though. I'll give you that much. Let's get this thing in a race. It makes 1,035 horsepower and 807 foot-pounds of torque. Just to the rear wheels. This thing is going to kill somebody. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this car. It has 1,000 horsepower, but it's rear-wheel drive, and it can easily spin tires and bog up the launch. But I mean, it will have tons of catch-up power as well. So I don't know if that's gonna help it out or not. Let's start the race. Let's launch this bad boy. Yep. We just got killed by everyone else. And now we're reeling them back in. We're not going too fast though. But you can definitely hear the supercharger. Let's see. 18! Wow! This thing was slow. Slower than I thought it was gonna be. But anyways, let's go to the next vehicle. So the second car that was chosen was the Subaru WRX STI. Now you've seen me race this car in the marathon races, so you know all about it. 905 horsepower, around 691 foot-pounds of torque. All-wheel drive, so I'm excited to see how this thing does. It's got the mud flaps. It's literally got everything needed for a very, very nice rally car. And it's got weight reduction, but there's still the stereo, there's still heated and ventilated seats, there's still air conditioning, all of that, but like all the other junk, like sound deadening, was removed. So you can hear the loud 4-liter Boxer 4 actually. No, actually we swapped it to Boxer 6. 4-liter Boxer 6 engine, twin turbo. Hear that thing roar. This thing is going to sound mental. It's also on lowering springs and everything, but I just cannot give up the gold stock rims. Those just look too good to give up, bro. I had to keep them. Oh, we're racing a Lancer and a Mitsubishi Evo. Oh, wow, this thing launched pretty decently. It's got a Porsche box, so it's going to launch pretty well anyway. But the Mitsubishi Lancer launched pretty well too. I ain't gonna lie, that thing launched pretty dang quick. I'm pretty sure this thing maybe did like a 16 or 17. Almost a 17, but it's a 69.66. Caught that at the last second. Let's move on to the last, or not last, but the third car in the drag race. Alright, so the third vehicle is the Volkswagen Golf GTI. Or no, it's the Golf R. Yeah, Golf R, not GTI. But this thing's got a wide body kit on. It's got a lip. It's got a spoiler. It makes 668 horsepower. All-wheel drive demon. This thing is gonna kick some butt. Holy fuck! This thing backfires like shit. In a good way. In a good way. This thing is a demon, dude. Wow. Yeah, look at that split, body color matched splitter, got the wide body kit, this thing stanced and lowered, with enough clearance to not scrape, but yeah, I love this damn thing. Alright, let's see. 668 horsepower in this little car should be enough to propel this damn thing. Oh my god, the Civic's got a better launch than me! Oh my god, the Civic! The underdog Civic! Wow, that black Civic is insane. Oh fuck, we're about to get beat, aren't we? Oh shit. What the hell was that car? Yo, what was that car? An AMG 845, I think that's what it was. 18.3, yeah, this thing was pretty bad. Yeah, AMG 830. Damn, that thing came up on me like nothing, bro. This thing was actually kind of slow. I was expecting a little bit more power out of it, to be honest. But let's move on to the fourth vehicle. So the fourth vehicle is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9. Well, the ChatGPT said 10, but I don't have a 10, so I did 9. That's the closest I have. It is all-wheel drive, so I'm expecting this thing to launch. It has a 6.2 liter V8 twin turbo. Actually, it should be supercharged, but whatever. Making 1,000 horsepower. So this thing, there should be a lot of hopes with this thing. But yeah, let's get after it. This thing looks so sick though. I love the paint matched wheels. Those look super nice and clean and fresh. I'm loving that. The wing, the body kit, the hood, the side fenders, side skirts. They all look super well and work super well with this car. Although they're from a bunch of different companies that do kits. What the fuck is this car next to me? Jingle Jangle Joe. What type of, is that a GR Yaris? Is that a GR Yaris? That's probably a GR Yaris. That's 17. Wow, I really hope someone can drop below 16, dude. Jingle Jingle. Yep, it's a GR Yaris. That thing was sick, dude. That thing was absolutely sick. But let's move on to the last and final vehicle. And the last vehicle is the very famous, very hyped Porsche 911 Turbo S. This thing makes 913 horsepower and around 800 foot-pounds of torque. So if anything is gonna beat the 16-second mark, I think this is it. This car is it. Like, I don't know what else to say, but this thing is a launcher. I know stock Turbo S's, they will launch the shit out of you, but I just tuned this one to 900 horsepower, so it's gonna beat the living hell out of your back with a baseball bat and then not even stop. It will beat you while you're down. It will give you whiplash so hard you would need to be going into the hospital. That's how hard this damn thing launches. Although I'm not as hard as the GTR for some reason. I don't even know how the GTR is launching harder than this. Makes 70 more horsepower, but goddamn this thing launches. Bye. Oh, the Lambo! Yo, the McLaren! Oh my god. The normal M600 is coming. Come on! Keep him up! Keep him up! Yeah! 50! This thing just skipped 16 and went straight for 15.3. He literally just said, fuck your 16, I'm going straight for 15. What's up everybody, welcome back to some more Forza drag racing all of my cars in Forza. I guess that's the name. And ChatGPT did choose for the first car for the Civic Type R. Now this thing looks pretty nice. I think it made like 639 horsepower or something like that. 601. And 511 foot-pounds of torque on the stock motor. Instead of a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, it's now a 2.4-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Drives the rear wheels this time. So I'm kind of interested to see how it does. Before it drove the front wheels. Now it's the rear wheels. Actually, hold on. Why don't we make him drive all four? I feel like that should be the way to go. With the Civic, I don't know why Honda made it front wheel. From the factory, it should be all wheel. You know? And this differential. There we go. Now it's all wheel, so this thing should be launching like a monster. Tuning, gearing. Lower that damn thing. Differential. Accelerate to the max. I am not going to adjust the balance. There we go. Now this thing should be prepped and ready to go. Yeah, why is the middle exhaust so much smaller than the other one? Shouldn't they be the same size? I just realized that. Why is the fucking... I don't even know if you guys can see it. But the middle exhaust is smaller than the other ones. I think you can probably see a little better on the little turnstile when we're selecting the car. I think you might be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Let's watch here. I love the front canards and the red on the wheels. That's pretty nice. Love those. It matches my tow hook and emblem. Oh yeah, perfect view. Do you see that? Why is the middle exhaust tinier? Why is it smaller? Is it supposed to be like that? Tell me in the comments, is it supposed to be that small? Because I thought they were all the same size. Like they should be. Why are you discriminating against the middle exhaust? This thing is pretty dang quick for a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. Damn, this thing's pretty dang quick. 16,862. That's pretty dang good. I was expecting to have it do a little slower. I was expecting to do it a little slower, but I'm happy with this time. How are you so far behind, dude? How? Well, anyways, let's move on to the next vehicle. Alright, so the next car is the Camaro ZL1. And now this thing has been severely upgraded. Now this thing has a 7.2 liter racing V8, I think. I'm not sure. An 8.9 liter V10. Or was it a V8? I think I forgot what engine I put in this car. But it makes 1,500 horsepower and 1,100 foot-pounds of torque just to the rear wheels. Let me just say, I am not excited for this drag race. Because I am going to be spinning the entire way down the fucking strip. So I love the tow hitch on the front of it. The rims look nice. The hood is probably the selling point of this car. I love the hood. And I just wished it had a wide body kit. Wait, does it? I think it does already. It just looks so factory. If there's already a wide body kit, it looks so factory. I was actually given this car by a friend, so I don't really know much from it. Yeah! Come here, boy! Get your ass over here! Get your fucking asses over here! Yeah, the wheel spin didn't help it. Yeah, wheel spin definitely didn't help it. But let's go ahead and move on to the next vehicle. Alright, the third car is the BMW M2 Competition. And now this thing doesn't have its stock motor at all. It has like a 3 liter inline-6 racing engine. It makes 1,100 horsepower, almost 1,200 horsepower to the rear wheels. This thing is mental. Let's race it. I mean, there's no aerodynamics. It's just overall a sleeper, basically. It is lowered, so there's that. It's got aftermarket rims and tires. But everything else is pretty much engine-based. Power-based, pretty much. Yeah, and I literally sawed off the old exhaust tips and attached them to my new upgraded exhaust. Just so it literally looks stock. So this car literally looks like someone just slapped a new set of tires and rims on it and called it, and some lowering springs, and called it a day. Secretly, that's not all that's happened. Come on, get some grip. Catch him! Catch him! Yeah! We need to stop doing these rear-wheel drive cars, because those things will get shitty times. Air quotes, shitty. 17 is pretty respectable. But let's move on to the next vehicle. Now the fourth vehicle is... wait for it. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, however the hell you say it. This thing now has a 4.5 liter twin-turbo V8, making 914 horsepower. Rear wheels only. It's on race tires because this car was actually meant to go racing. Yeah, it was a little too powerful, so it got retired. And the new Lamborghini Sesto Elemento is now our new race car. Yeah, here she is. She looks very beautiful. The red stripe on the tire matches the paint of the car super well. The spoiler in the back does too. The quad exhaust. Everything just works so well with this car, except for the amount of grip and the power that this car provides. That is the only thing that does not work. It either gives too much power or too little grip. So I'm kind of scared to race this thing because it's gonna spin quite a fuck ton. I've prepped these tires with some sticky liquid too, but yeah. I mean, it's kind of controllable when it's spinning though. But this V8 sounds insane. It's a high revving V8. So it has the power bands, it has the wind. But yeah, 18. That's a little slower than I was expecting, but anyways, beyond that, let's move on to the last and final vehicle. And the last vehicle, and arguably the best looking one of them all, the Lexus RCF, at least in this configuration. I just absolutely love how this car looks right now. The body matched splitter, the huge ass wing, the wide body kit, and the 7-liter V8 that makes 1500 horsepower. Yeah. It's weird because it's a 7-liter V8 but has the Lexus LFA sound on it. What the fuck? But I ain't complaining. That Lexus LFA sounds amazing too. It's also on drag tires because this thing has just too much power for its tires to be spinning. So they put drag tires on. So let's see how this thing does. I'm expecting either 16 or high 15s. Low 16s or high 15s. That's what I'm expecting out of this car. But like the wheels, they match the stance really well. I mean, it's also a pretty stance, but it's not low enough to where it's scraping. But I just love this car overall in general. Lexus did a great job designing their sports cars and supercars. The LFA, beautiful car. RCF, beautiful car. LT500, more beautiful. They don't mess up on their sports cars. They don't. Bye, bitch. Oh shit, they're gonna come back, aren't they? Oh, the Mercedes is coming back. Oh, the Mercedes is coming. Let's see the time, baby. 14,389. 14. I said high 15s, low 16s. We straight up just dropped 1.5 seconds from my expectations. What the hell? I was maybe expecting to do like his time. The RS6's time. RS4. What? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the 5th episode of the drag racing all of my cars in Forza Horizon 5. In this episode, the first car I have is the Jeep Trackhawk. Yep, I've got a Jeep Trackhawk and a Jeep Cherokee SRT. So those are two different vehicles, but ChatGPT chose the Trackhawk, which is what we have right now, as you guys can see up on the top of your screen here. Right now it makes 1750 horsepower, 1475 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 4,300 pounds. 55% of the weight is in the front of the car, and has a 7.4 liter twin turbo V8. So the original 6.4 liter has been ripped out and replaced with a 7.4 liter twin turbo V8. It is on drag slicks. It's all-wheel drive, and I tested this car out before, and this thing is quick. So I'm expecting maybe like a 14 on the drag race. 14 should be acquirable. Just based off the launch, you can tell this thing is aggressive. The brakes are not. That's for sure. The brakes are not aggressive. Either it's a big ass SUV and takes a while to stop, or Jeep does not know how to design brakes. It's either one of the two or both. And why are the front wheels slanted so much? What the fuck? But I do love these golden rims on the Trackhawk. They make the Trackhawk pop a lot more. And I think it's on raised suspension because, I mean, it's still an SUV. It's supposed to have a pretty high suspension. That's what makes an SUV an SUV. But I might just purchase another Trackhawk, just leave it as is, and just soup up the stock engine. I may just do that. Tune the car. I have no idea why the camera is so fucking awkward. There we go. We just shot out in front. Holy shit. Porsche Cayenne Turbo S who? They're not even catching me. They're not even catching me. They're either matching or slowing down. 14.6. 14.6 straight up. First car of the day. And we get a 14.6. What the actual unadulterated fuck? Well, let's move on to the next vehicle. And the second car is the Mazda Miata MX-5. This iconic beauty right here. It's got a 718 horsepower, 4-rotor engine in it that screams at 9,500 RPMs on drag tires. This thing, I haven't tested this out, but it should be pretty insane. And Mazda also doesn't know how to design brakes, damn it! I mean, it only makes 466 foot-pounds of torque, but for a little mini car like this, 466 foot-pounds of torque is plenty to propel this damn thing pretty damn fast. So, yeah. I mean, I love the spoiler on it too. The spoiler is really nice. The front splitter is a little out of place because of the rounded front bumper. But it still looks pretty good. The wheels just look out of place, but I just don't have enough money to change them. But we might change them a little later. Let's see if we can tune her up for a little bit higher of a speed here. Gearing, it only goes 201. Jesus Christ, dude. What the hell? What if we go all the way down? Oh shit. Ah! So finicky! We'll take it. Ah! Woo! Oh, listen to the engine scream, dude. I really need to watch out for Polarizer over here. Never mind, he's dropping back. Oh shit, never mind, he's coming back! I'm saying 18. 17! Yeah, that's a little better than I thought, but let's move on to the third vehicle. Okay, the third vehicle, I think, is the Power Wagon. Now, of course, this thing has an engine swapped with a 7.44 liter twin turbo V8. You know that engine. Makes 1750 horsepower, around 1450 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is all-wheel drive. Right? Are you all-wheel drive? No, you're rear-wheel drive now. That's fantastic. I would like all-wheel drive, please. You're a Power Wagon. You're supposed to be all-wheel drive. Oh, I may be just shitting myself and shooting myself in the foot here. Nope. It was all-wheel drive. Ah, no. I don't have enough money for that. That's fine. We'll just buy this. We really need the transmission. Come on. Why can't you just get up to 200 miles? Ah! 200 miles an hour. I would take that. This thing tops out at 200 miles an hour. God damn. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this marathon race started. Let's drive over. Now this thing's all-wheel drive, so it should drive a little better. Holy shit. I mean, I don't expect this thing to break any speed records, just because it's 500 smacking pounds. But, or 5,000 fucking pounds. But yeah, this thing shares the same engine with the Jeep Trackhawk. Or the one I swapped in. But yeah, we got like bags on top of it, we got lights, the truck itself is originally like 5,000 pounds. Like, this thing is not light. So the engine has to work a little harder to get this thing up to speed, but it's still the same, right? It's still very, very fast and has plenty of power. Is that the max you can steer, dude? Is that the maximum this car can steer, dude? What are your turning radius? 30 meters? Or 30 kilometers? Ah, bitch! See you the fuck later. Can't tell who's gonna be catching me. But our Power Wagon is going 175. 17? Wow! That was a lot quicker than I was expecting for this car. I'll be completely honest. But I'll see you guys with the fourth vehicle. The fourth vehicle is the Hyundai Veloster N. It is all-wheel drive, so I'm expecting some great things, but it is on stock tires! And it is very, very slippy! But let's go get this Veloster on the road. It has 668 horsepower and a quick shifting transmission, so I'm expecting some great things from this thing. I don't know if its stock tires can keep up though, but that's for another day. And I just love the red accents that are just present everywhere on this vehicle. The red brakes, the red side skirts, there's red like accents inside of the aerodynamics, the vents. Like, that thing is probably one of Hyundai's greatest achievements. Well, kind of. Now they're the new Elantra in. Oh my god! Looks so good and sounds amazing. But back when this was a thing, I bet this thing was one of the best ones. Look at that Veloster beside her. See you later, motherfuckers. Bye, bitch. He did 175 just like the Ram TRX. Or the Power Wagon. Jeez. 17,380. I think it was slightly slower than the Ram, but they're roughly around the same speed. Let's move on to the final vehicle. And the last vehicle is the Lotus Exige. Now this thing has a, well, it's not stock. Currently this thing has a 5.7 liter twin turbo, or I think it's naturally aspirated V8, making 1100 horsepower. So let's see how it does. It is on drag tires, but it is rear-wheel drive, so I am quite a bit scared of it. And it's rainy, so I don't know how it's gonna handle. But it's on drag tires and rear-wheel drive, so it should be a little bit better, right? It should be. It should be. It should be okay. I have two Exiges. I should have gone with the one that had 712 horsepower. Maybe that one's a little more tame. But, wow, this is taking quite a lot. Oh, never mind. I just ate my own words. Let's start this bad bitch up. Oh, he's pulling now. Oh, he's pulling now. Come on, baby. Goodbye. They're not even in sight. We just smoked them all. 17. So the Jeep Trackhawk was the fastest one with 14.3 out of this whole bunch.